This is the eye method stamps to put wings on your liner. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shirley, if you're new here. And today's video is
Can you believe the t-shirt over the lampshade? That's my nightlight.
new one for me. This is going to be on all the stuff that I pulled for March. What I thought about what I pulled, you know, to give you an input. Will I purchase this again? I'm going to use it again because she didn't use it up and she got to get rid of her stash. So let's get into this video. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'm looking down to say, where should I start? I'm start with, it's just laid out here. So this is the eye method stamps to put wings on your liner. I like this to do the stamp. I don't use it that often, but I do like it, and I would purchase it if I run out of it, but I don't use it enough to actually run all out of it. This is the eyebrow pencil by F in the dark black, brown black. Yes, I would purchase this one again because I'm gonna pull it out in probably again in some of my ShopMy stash. This is the clear. No, it's got a tint. It got a little tint to it. No, I won't purchase this because I don't use a brow gel enough, and I like Juvia's brow gel. Sephora mascara. Every mascara I have gotten from Sephora that is in their collection, I like the mascara. Each one I've gotten, except for that white one. That was in the white too. I didn't like that one as much as I like this one and the one that's in the purple. I pulled this out and it was dried up and empty, so I never even used that. This tint, lash and brow. The brow thing, I have to mix it with something to use because it's too brown. The lash, it put a coating on the eyelash, but when you get ready to take it off with makeup remover or whatever you're using, it's sort, I don't know, as my eyelash is still in this whole little thing that comes off the eyelash, the whole little piece comes off of the eyelash. I hope it just be the mascara and not an eyelash in that little tube. So no, I wouldn't purchase that. This is the Luna liner, and like I said, with a lot of liner, this was really good while I was using it, but it ran out. And it's not like I have to do it more and more and more. So I know by the end of the, it maybe have one more good week on it. Maybe 1 week. Here's another Sephora 12 Hours Colorful Eye Contour. It's a gel liner that I use on the bottom of my eyes, and I like this Sephora brown. I thought it was blue, but it's black. It actually is black. This is a foundation. I didn't bring out my other ones because I love them and I use them all the time. I just did not reach for this but one time. And it's the Revlon Color Stays Full Coverage. I don't think I would purchase it again once I get my full usage of it, because it makes me a little oily. This NARS lipstick Velvet Matte Lip Pencil, Dolce Vita. I like it. I use this one quite often. I wind up using all the lipstick a lot, but my two favorite one is this 645 Red by Maybelline. I have it on now. I felt like it went with everything. And then I love this Black Cherry by Milani. That one I used a lot. I used all the other ones. This here in NYX, I maybe used that one once because it's sort of a pinkish color. I used that maybe once or twice. This one here, maybe once or twice. They're all in the red background, and I realized I didn't have any brown except for this one, and I can lighten that up. And I like those, but my favorite two was those first two that I showed. This LA Color bronzer, beauty bronzer. It's matte. It was nice for $1.25. I feel like I would purchase it again if I need a bronzer, because it was $1.25 and it didn't turn ashy. Sometimes we need the ashy, but not all the time. Ash is easy to find. A really good bronzer is not. And the two e.l.f.'s, Bohemian and Caribbean, I really like these two cheek blush, and I really love this one. That color one there, it was so beautiful. Oh, it goes on really nice. I'll apply it with a brush, and then I take my finger and like, I have on this one now. And that's the like orangey color one. Now I'm coming to some lip pencil. I think this one's getting old because I couldn't sharpen it, but I really like it. But what I notice about when they're older, I can't find the other one I pulled, including that one. I think I threw it away. But when they get old, when you put them on, they don't want to go on smooth. And then I found that the lip liner was crumbling off of my lip when I still had lipstick on. It didn't last, so I will be putting it in my trash for my empties. This Sephora one was nice. I like that. It was really nice. I like the Sephora lip liner. It was in, and I will buy more. And I like this size now. This size won't get old. It's a lip liner to go. Deep lip liner, deep brown. And it is, I like the size of it. I really do. I tried the Juno setting under my eyes powder. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I wouldn't purchase it again because it have a tendency to go black. Like it's like a dark black undertone that be in it. So I wouldn't repurchase this one again. Now I had the Kat Von D Golden. I had to take this translucent one and put some in here because it's so small. I like them both. Will I purchase them again? No. Did she give it to me in a sample? Yes. So it wasn't my favorite under eye on powder because I would mix it with some of one size to get not such a brightness under there. This fit me 375 powder, matte poreless. I use this also as a contour. And I like it as a contour because this shade is actually too dark for my complexion. So I would use that. This probably be here for another 2-3 years. So I would keep that to use. I tried the Kosas eye thing. I used it before. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. It makes me want to purchase more liquid shadows. This Cover FX. I like it. I use this to set my foundation with too. And I really like this Cover FX, which I thought it was going to be a bronzer. But you know how you get something, it look darker, but then when it ain't as dark as you think it is. My 3 primers I took out. This is on its way to the empty bin to be thrown away. It's just, I don't know, is this old? I don't like the way it smells. And I don't like the way it sets my foundation. I don't like that one that much. And I might have to just throw it away instead of using it. And then your foundation, the look is not, it just don't go on right. But it could be old. It could be since 1941 when she created it. No, it says for all skin type. Do it have, no, I don't know. I didn't like that. This one I like, and it's almost empty. I think I got like maybe 2 usage out of it, maybe 3. It goes on like a silicone, like it's smooth. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, it goes on sticky, and I like them both. I like them both. Either one I pick up works really well with the makeup to me. This is the Two House Laboratory Liquid Liner and Gel Liner. Y'all know, these are my favorite liners, and she don't make them anymore. So I'm gonna have to try her new one. But I love those two liners. I tried this as a concealer. I like it, but I only use it like right up in here. I use it a couple of times down here when I didn't want to use that lightening powder and I just wanted to put on the one side. I did use it, and I like that it's in this. The only problem I had, I wish they would have made the whole pencil black, because a couple of times I was in it and hadn't taken the lid off. This primer is empty, so this is going in my empty, and I like Urban Decay eye primer. I do, but that's going in my empties. And the Juvia's Place, you have to shake it, and you only need a little bit. I only need a little bit, but I like her eye primer. This Artist Couture Purple Dream, it do go on a little purple, but it's a really pretty highlighter. I don't highlight all the time, but this is pretty. Let me see, can I put a little bit? Yeah, easy. A little note pop up talking it's verifying my Microsoft Excel. See how can you see it's a little purple? So it is golden purple. Can you see? I see it in the mirror, but I hope you guys can see it. I wouldn't buy it. I'll probably be 16 years when I still have this highlighter. I mean, I throw it in my thing because it's so much. I realize now, I know we want our money worth, but then you don't need it to last forever, you know? Now let's get into the palettes, which is the last of the Mohegan, all the stuff that I brought out that I wanted to talk about. You know, I pulled the Violet Voss All of You Forever palette out, and I did St. Patrick's Day look for this. Really like it. This is the Juvia's Place. Use that. I use the Olive Forever. I'm showing you palettes, but I'm going to show you. These are the least two that I use. I use them, but not as much as these last three. And I'm going to go from what was my third, second, and then my number one choice would be the last one I show. Okay, number 3, coming in at third, is Morphe Manny Makeup Artist. I thought that was moi. M-U-A. But I thought he was going moi. Anyway, a very pretty palette. I didn't use these highlighters, but I use all of the shades that are in here. I use them throughout the month. And I really like, you know, the 2-3 shades I told you, oh, they too close, they so close. I was using the 3 of them together. They're beautiful. That shade different is different. I have this on today. This is what I use today to do my makeup with. But it was in third place. Of course, I know y'all thinking Jackiana was my first place palette, but she wasn't. She rolled up in here in second place. But I did use all of these shades in that one and that one. I did wind up using, not this one, but I did use all of these. And I did try to dig in this liquidation again and try to use that. But I love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. But it didn't make the favorite list this month of the thing. I think I'm gonna do that with all my ShopMy stash, showing you what I really love and what I use, because I only do, like, if the month got 5 weeks in it, you will see 4 videos or 5 videos or 3 videos or 2 videos. So you don't really get to see me use all the stuff that I have. This Cover FX was my favorite eye palette, face palette. This was my favorite. I used it to the most. If I didn't use it to do an eye look, I was using the contour and the cheek blush and this powder. I was using the highlighter. I use this palette for everything. I took this palette, like I said, on my vacation, and I even, did the video come out? Yes. I even did a look. The last video that came out, I did a look from this palette. I was using the cheek blush as an eyeshadow, the highlighter as an eyeshadow, this as eyeshadow. I use every one of these as an eyeshadow when I went on my vacation. I use this by itself. I use that by itself. This is a beautiful face palette to have. I don't know, is it still out there, but it's called a Perfector Face Palette. This is in medium deep, so I'm sure they got a lighter one out there, but this was my favorite face palette, or my favorite palette, because I used it on my eyes. I used it everywhere. I love this. Perfect vacation palette, because when I'm on a vacation, you can make a night look, a day look. Perfect vacation palette. And if you want to step it up, just take you a one thing black eyeshadow. This for night. This was my favorite palette. The favorite thing from Shop My Stash was the Cover FX face palette. So guys, do you think it's a good idea if I go through my stash? The last video of the month is what I thought about everything I pulled. Not everything. I didn't bring out everything, but the majority of it is out here. I think it's a good idea. What you think? Let me know down in the comments. I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys in my next upload.